Riven mains and Yasuo mains alike. I'm the Nightwing, Way of Life Esports, coming at you guys with another League of Legends video. So I thought I do a video talking about Sneaky and speaking on why he's leaving Cloud9. So just a few things before I go over this video is that he talked about all of this stuff in these Twitch clips. So if you are on the League of Legends Reddit, you can right click this, open a link to the new tab, and hear him speak about these changes to Cloud9 and why he's leaving and things of that nature. And everybody already quoted everything he said and put it into this Reddit post. The reason why I cannot, overall access this clip right now, it's not because I can't access it, is because it plays music, and you guys know how harsh YouTube is on playing music in your videos, because on his stream, he plays music constantly, and I can't show that on my channel because they're going to see that as a, big strike, and I can't have that, because overall I'm trying to grow the channel, and I already kind of in the middle ground about some of the stuff I've used on the channel, but YouTube is fine with it overall, but I can't play music from his stream here. But they've quoted everything word for word. I've already listened to those clips, all three of them, and everything they said here is 100% consistently right about everything he quoted. I don't know about the criticism yet, but this does mark the end of an era for Cloud9, finally moving on from Sneaky. And there's a double-edged sword with that, is that obviously, these long tenured players bring a lot of fans, but, at a certain point, if these long tenured players start playing bad, when do you get the chance to switch them out? Because if you do, you make a lot of fans angry, but then you also want to win. It puts the org in a difficult spot overall. I think that he has not been the worst player on Cloud9 for a long time, but he's definitely been really underperforming. I'll say that spring 2019 this year was great from him. If he had kept up that level of performance, he would not be leaving Cloud9. That spring 2019 performance he had earlier this past split was incredible. No one's going to deny that. Me and my partner were on video saying he was the best ADC. He was better than Doublelift. We got a lot of heat for that, but we really did stand by that. I even talked to my partner today. He still stood by that, but this past summer was really bad. And then you reflect on that and you go, these other past splits were bad too. And looking at Worlds, it was really bad, but it's not all his fault. They failed. Reaper's suspect drafting at certain points. You have the team not having good cohesion anymore. I think that it's good for Cloud9 to do this. There's been so many iterations of teams, throughout the LCS, the LEC, the LPL, the LCK. Switching out long tenured players and rosters and changing them up is a good thing, because yes, there are so many that fail, but there's also a lot that do well. You have to look at it that way too. And you have to look at it from both perspectives. If Sneaky doesn't want to play anymore, obviously, on Cloud9 because of other things going on, maybe Cloud9 had internal issues, and maybe him getting out of these internal issues is good for him. I want to preference this before reading any of this. I like the guy. I've talked to him before. He's a great guy. Overall, I can respect him. He's well more successful than I am, and I would hope to be as successful as he is, at one point. So I respect him. I like him. People say I hate him, and that's not true. I don't hate him. What the heck? Why would I hate somebody I barely know? That would make me petty. I'm not petty like a lot of the League people are. League people say F Zven, F Cloud9. Well, you've never met any person in the org. People hate Zven, and they have not even, I've actually interacted with him. Most of you have never once even talked to him. Why do you hate somebody you don't even know? That shows real character, right? Yeah, hating someone you don't know. Definitely do not want to be friends with people like that. You're gonna hate me and you don't know me? Oh, hell no. I'm good. I'll keep to myself personally. But Sneaky speaks on why he's leaving Cloud9. Everything is quoted here, obviously from his stream. If you want to support his stream, obviously go well. And then there was a person on Cloud9 Facebook group that posted an article that I actually liked, and I hope he actually watches this video, because I liked his article actually a lot. And it was obviously posted here on .esports, and then there's all these things coming up here. But I do want to kind of read that guy's article, because that guy's article was actually pretty good. I don't know if it's actually still here. Let me see. C9, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And then let's see what I'm going on with here. Sorry if this is going to be kind of all over the place. I am recording this video at 5 o'clock in the morning where I live at my time frame, but this guy wrote a good Cloud9 article. I hope I can eventually read that again. But overall, let's see. This was also something he posted from his official Twitch. Sneaky talking here. Some people didn't want to play with me anymore. I was offered to compete for my spot, but whoever they got would be the starter. I don't think I deserve that. Well, I think that it's an overall interesting thing to go over because he said specifically some people didn't want to play with me anymore. That kind of implies internal issues right there. Maybe he didn't know about these internal issues because we know he's kind of a reserved dude where he doesn't really talk about those type of things. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's talking about those things with his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't randomly talk about to another dude going, hey man, you got a problem with me? Because that's obviously pretty freaking cringy. I was offered to compete for my spot, but whoever they got will be the starter. I mean, if you're going to buy an import ADC like there are for Sven, he's not going to take a sub out situation. Nobody's going to do that. So that's obviously was without a doubt going to happen. Now, looking at other things he said goes right here. Surprise Sneaky would reveal all this really. Some people didn't want to play with me anymore or our bot lane. I was offered to compete for my spot, but whoever they got would be the starter. I don't think I deserve that kind of treatment. Well, all Sneaky can do is improve himself in his new team. He gets paid and is a starter. That's good for him. This is a new chapter for him. Should be exciting. Yeah, I mean, people don't have to look at it like it's a bad thing. It's a new chapter for everybody. It was not working out, guys. And this is the thing is that this is clearly shows me things were working out. If people think that it was all rainbows and sunshines after anything he just said out of his own mouth, you are 100% smoking crack and are out of your mind. I think that people are doing the wrong thing right now, which is blaming it on Licorice because of a clip shown in a video that's clearly edited. But let's read this. I think it was Licorice who didn't want to play with Sneaky and Zeyzal anymore. It was quite apparent that he was frustrated with them after Sneaky and Zeyzal threw that Griffin game where he was 1v9ing. Honestly though, Sneaky doesn't deserve to be treated that way after so many years of repping Cloud9 and the banner and carrying the brand with his popularity. He didn't deserve to go out this way. Not a C9 fan, but they should have given him another shot with Vulcan and his support. He should have earned it. I don't agree with anything this person said because this is clearly how did this get upvotes? This is why people on Reddit are retarded, man. So you're gonna give a player another spot that he's had multiple different splits, multiple different years, multiple different supports at this point. He deserves another shot. How many more shots are you giving this guy? So let's say Cloud9 gives Sneaky another shot. Let's say they get finals in spring 2020, and then they don't win. Let's say they get finals in summer 2020, and they don't win. And then let's say they go to Worlds, and let's say they get out of groups this time, and then let's say they fail in quarters. Every single thing that every person said this year, which is translate to next year, is just that we've just given another player who's underperformed again the spot again. He doesn't guys, I'm not saying that he's bad. Nowhere near have I said that. He has underperformed, and a team like Cloud9 finally is showing they want to change. You know what I mean? Another shot, why? They haven't given him plenty of shots past this? That is stupid. The Smoothie, Zeyzal, High was his support after out a while. That's 4 supports I've named in the past, 4 different years, They don't need. No. None of this. We need a change. You need a change. When C9 starts winning championships again, people, if they lose fans because of this, they'll just come back anyway. Those aren't real fans anyway. Those are fake fans. Those are trash cans. Those are losers. So I don't understand why him leaving is. I get why it's a big issue to a certain extent. I don't get why we should give him another chance because he's carried the brand. That's not even true, actually. I mean, C9 carries the brand because C9 carries the brand. They carry him. He was in their organization. You know what I mean? Like, that makes people on Reddit are retarded, man. I was offered to compete for my spot, but whoever got it will be the starter. I don't think I deserve that kind of treatment. Wow, what a bad mentality. It's normal in any team sport to compete for your spot. No one is more important than the team. No wonder they replaced him. I mean, yeah, I understand that. This person is a rightful, truthfully speaking person. A team should come above feelings, and a team should become above what you feel. Because too many teams, and not just Cloud9, do this. I feel we should do this because I like him. For what? What? I like going out. I like eating ice cream, and I like eating pizza. So if pizza and ice cream made me sick, should I just continuously eat them because I like them? Or should I just stop eating them? Which decision would you make? If you take the decision where it keeps making you sick, you're an idiot. But that's just things. But it doesn't. Why doesn't he deserve it? He's been dog shit all year. Springy was good. I wouldn't say all year. And then you have translation. We offered to keep you on the appease the fans, and you never had a shot at starting. Licorice. They're just making it fun. Doubt Jack will listen to Niski. He's literally the only NA marksman not to perennially shit himself at Worlds. I can't blame him. I mean, Worlds and LCS, two different things, right? Arguably, Worlds is much more impressive. I'm not saying he's been the best performing ADC at Worlds from North America ever. That's just not debatable. But in the region, you know, this is where they want to win first because they can later on translate that success to MSIs, future world championships. It's not working out here anymore. I don't think I deserve that kind of treatment. The fuck you on about? Either you're better and you can win the starting spot back, or you're not and there is no reason to let you play as a starter. Deserve has nothing to do with that. League isn't Season 1 friendly teams playing GO4 LOL tournaments for 10 euros anymore. And I don't think I deserve that kind of treatment. Person replies, sport is a mediocrity. Like, what kind of different treatment would you ask for / want? Something like nepotism? If you are not performing, you won't be a starter unless you become a better player. See, I'm glad people finally understand. Like, these people aren't wrong. None of these people are wrong. Let's see. I don't think Sneaky is making himself available. He's just sort of in shock while sorting out his emotions and what he wants to do. Perfectly fine. Perfectly understandable. No one's saying he shouldn't feel this way. But I think that not thinking this way is coming for a very long time. I think that this should have happened last year, but the C9 semifinal kind of blindsided people into thinking that it was going to be a lot better. I fell for that too, but this should have happened last year. Just being completely honest, it should have happened last year. But, you know, I'm glad it happens this year, and I'm hopeful for the future. Let's see. I have a feeling either he just says F it and goes to retirement / streaming, or he does it like media streaming and going pro every now and then if he feels like it, and gets a good offer. I mean, he doesn't have any pressure. He probably made an F ton of money already, and long as he keeps playing, he will go pro again if he wants to. None of the top orgs will. He said he has some offers in his hand already. If you pick up Sneaky, then it's just a PR move to gain fans, lol. IMT will absolutely offer. Not sure if he will take, though. I bloody love Sneaky, but I think C9 needed to move on from him. I'm not sure the circumstances that have arisen are exactly correct, but it also could be Sneaky feels unjustly aggrieved. If C9 said, hey, we are signing someone and you want to fight, he doesn't want that to be C9's fault either. I hope C9 gets someone awesome. Don't rate Sven, but it looks likely. And I hope Sneaky gets to be happy too, as he seems like a terrific dude. He's a great guy. You know, that is not a wish. He is a great guy. You know, I wouldn't lie to people about that, honestly. I hope he can use his time off to rethink a lot of things. As much as I've been a huge fan of C9 and Sneaky since I first started watching LCS, Sneaky just did not perform well this year at all, both in spring and summer and subsequently Worlds. I would really love to see Sneaky bounce back and be a top NA ADC again in a future split. I guarantee he could still be a starter ADC in the LCS if he wanted to. He's just not having it right now. On the other hand, this is a new era for Western League where benching someone becomes more common, and rotating players and competing for your spot is becoming more mundane. In that sense, having this attitude is not in line with the modern state of competitive play. However, I do understand the sentiment here. Since he is benching apparently It also resolves around some personal issues within the team. I understand not wanting to fight for your spot among the people that don't want you there. I think team owners now realize the double-edged sword of having famous players. They bring a lot of fans, and they can arm a lot of, and then they can also strong arm a lot of fans as well. That's what he meant to say. They probably felt this when they benched a few players earlier in the earlier season. What is his attitude? He defends his play calmly. He is not a robot. Oh my god. A ton of people replied to this one. Holy crap. The attitude with being complacent and expecting a starting spot. I think it shouldn't be an issue anymore. I think everyone should be tested to their ability every year. NA needs more motivation. Except that this isn't the problem here. You can be competing for a starting spot in a good way where it's productive for everyone, especially the team. And there is the C9 way. Even if he works hard for the spot and wins it through God gameplay, what is the reward? Entering as a starter in the roster that don't want to play with him anyway, the atmosphere would be effed up. As Sneaky said, the problem is those two elements taken together. This is like working to get hate. I don't think it's that binary. The players didn't want to play with him because he was underperforming. If he steps up his game, it would make sense that he would be fine playing with him again. On top of that, it feels like a bit of coaching issue. It's the coach's job to facilitate atmosphere and communication between teammates, and it seems like that broke down. Yeah, guys, at one point, this like happy-go-lucky meme culture that Cloud9 has was eventually going to turn out this way because, I mean, that's just not a suit. That's still going to be the culture of Cloud9. I'm not saying that's going to change, but, you know, this situation was bound to happen anyway. I saw this coming from a mile away pretty much after Cloud9 lost to TSM. I was like, there's just something not right here. You know what I mean? But I didn't say anything because it didn't really pertain to the situation at that current point in time. I was just thinking to myself, God damn, you know, this is not, that didn't really feel like C9 at Worlds. Like, if you're talking about just purely going off feel, did this feel like Cloud9? Come on, let's look at this right now. Did this feel like Cloud9 right here? Let's go and delve into this right now. Let's go with Cloud9. When this game right here, when they played this game right here, this should signify everything. This should signify everything. Why are they playing stupid ads? Oh my god, I hate ads. Stop playing. I rebuke you. Ads.
You get those sorts of advantages.
So let's get draft.
What they have brought to
Let's go.
Unless Hong Kong attitude can get their snowball on.
Yeah, and my question really is going to be, you know, for Cloud9, are they able to kind of push the pace? Are they able to find the team fights that they will need? Because this is not a sieging.
On to Summoner's Rift for the last game of the day. Last two teams to play in the group stage. Last two to show us what they have brought to Berlin, Germany. The second seed from North America, the third seed from the LMS.
Very healthy Cloud9 cheer here in Berlin. North America, Worlds, and Cloud9 are so
like, this just didn't feel like Cloud9. You know, the crowd felt it, but this wasn't the same. Like, the fact that Reaper puts him on Heimerdinger. When does Sneaky play Heimerdinger? People give you Heimerdinger. Coaches give you Heimerdinger when you're underperforming. You know what I mean? I get he plays mages in the bot lane. The comp kind of worked out with that. But it just wasn't here, man. Like, the feeling wasn't there. They lost to TL. And then it was like, this is just not here anymore, man. This game right here shows you all. This game right here proves it all. He was underperforming. Right here. And I'm not saying this one game means everything. I'm saying right now, this obviously does it for you guys right here. This game right here should show you everything about why it's just clearly not in the best interest to have him at this current point in time. Look at how badly some of this shit is. This is horrible, man. This game was a shellacking. It ended in 20 minutes due to a bot difference, and it ended, well, obviously Niski failed too, but I'm not saying that it's completely 100% his fault. I've even debunked that right in this video, but I think that it just needs to move on. You know, have to move on. At this point, you're just thinking like, what are they doing? Like what are they really doing? why are we keeping all these people? Like, because name recognition goes further than winning, right? Yeah, no, that doesn't fly with me anymore. Now, a lot of people say like they're woke. I've been woke. Now I'm just super woke, you know. But it's just how it really goes. I thought the same because of a recent post-match interview from Sneaky. He seemed extremely bored and not interested. I was like, what the hell, dude? You sound like you lost and you want to go home right this second. I think that it was post-game versus Hong Kong attitude. Not 100% sure. That's literally just how Sneaky talks. Yeah, that's not really him personally. That's just how, you know, that's how he is personally. Dude has been bored for years, man. He's just making bank and living the rest of his life. That's probably true. He means that he didn't want to compete for his spot on a team with players that didn't want him there. Context, my dude. Why should he? Specifically, if other players on the team are not. Look at it like this. Sneaky sees that he will have to fight every week with another player for his spot on the lineup. Does any other player on C9 have to go through this? Literally any of them. Not that I'm aware of. Why should he deal with that, knowing that whether he'll even be on stage next weekend and all the stress / emotion would come with this bring? Taking it a step further, the guy has stated that he doesn't believe in any one person should be held accountable for the success of a team. So again, why should he be signed or singled out to have to fight for a spot? It isn't as though C9 is losing because of Sneaky. They have a lot of issues all over the board, and this isn't even an ADC meta. If they brought in DL, it wouldn't fix C9's garbage drafting lately and their slew of other in-game issues. Because he was the worst ADC in like 10 stats at Worlds. I would have dropped him clean, not competing for his spot. I mean, we can tell you like the guy, but he still should be just cosplaying and streaming. I don't understand why people bring up cosplaying. Like, let the man have his fun. If he cosplays, whatever. Like, guys, I play with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know, I do YouTube, but oh, I just want to ask for my main channel. This is my main channel right here. This is why I said my main channel has a lot more subscribers than this channel does, right? Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So you know, when people say I don't know how to do content, you probably need to learn. You need to take some lessons, my young whippersnappers, about me, Big Daddy Nightwing. Big Daddy Nightwing is about to become Batman one of these days. But yes, I understand where both parties are coming from. He shouldn't have to compete for spots while nobody else does. But everybody else performed well. If you look at the context of everybody besides Zeyzal, Licorice performed well all year. I don't care what people say. Svenskeren performed pretty well all year. Nisqy performed as well as people expected, honestly. Nisqy played just as well as I expected, honestly. Sneaky did not. One split, I mean, really? And Zeyzal performed very up and down. He had a good spring too, but fell off. I mean, it's not as black and white as people are making it out to be. They want a change. What's wrong with having a change? Is it wrong for C9 to change? G2 kicked Yarnan and Wadid, ended up in World Finals. I mean, enough said? Like, it's easy. But that's it for the hopefully the last Sneaky video that I'll do. You know, end of an era. It's fine. These things happen. I'm a traditional basketball and NFL fan, and legacy players leave all the time. It doesn't matter. I want my org and teams to win. You know, that's what I care about. Like, yeah, it's cool to joke around. I'm not saying that good was gonna really change the bad that will ensue with that, but I'm saying that people have to understand players leave, players change all the time. This was bound to happen and should have happened sooner than later, but it's happening right now, and this is kind of the aftermath about that. Last comment I'll read, and then we'll get out of here. If his replacement Sven shits the bed, I doubt replacing Sneaky would have been predetermined. Hell, if Sneaky goes equally as good as his replacement, community uproar would do his job for him and push C9 to rethink it. But why should he do that? Putting it all in that hard work only to be having to play with people that doesn't want to play with him. Maybe putting in the work could make a positive impression on the others and turn around the negative feeling. But it's also likely that he's right and nothing he do will change their attitude. Impossible to say from the outside. I mean, all we can do is say hashtag C9 win. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm a Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out. Also, there's more League of Legends news coming. I just been staying up all night because I can't sleep right now. So, peace.
Hi there, guys! Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.